friends, this is Sunita. Welcome to SV Careers. Today we are learning about the chapter 1 of 10th class, real numbers. What are real numbers? Before going to real numbers, we'll go with natural numbers. We'll know what are natural numbers. Natural numbers are what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till infinity are natural numbers. These are denoted by natural numbers are denoted by capital N. Capital N. Whole numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity. What are then comes to integers. What are integers? Integers are denoted by capital Z. First of all, the -4, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are integers. These are all negative integers and these are all positive integers. Negative integers and these are all positive integers. Even numbers. What are even numbers? Even numbers are what? Even numbers are which are divided by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. These which are divided by 2 are called even numbers. What are odd numbers? Odd numbers are not divided by 2. They are called odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, so on. Which are not divided by 2 are called odd numbers. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers which are divided by 1 and itself are called prime numbers. Example 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. These are prime numbers. Composite numbers. What are composite numbers? Which are divided by 1 and other. Which are divided by 1 and other, not itself. These are called composite numbers. Example 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. To rational numbers. Rational numbers, they are P by Q form, where P and Q belongs to integers. Integers, before that we know that integers are from -5, -4, -3, minus numbers and negative integers and the positive integers. Those are all belongs to P by Q form. Rational numbers are those which are in P by Q form, where P comma Q belongs to integers, where Q not equal to 0. Q means denominator should not be equal to 0. Example 3 by 7, 9 by 25 and 149 by 637. These are the examples of rational numbers. Then next coming to irrational numbers. What are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are those, they are non-terminating and non-repeating. These are non-terminating and not repeating. Example 43.827472. This is non-terminating. Again, number is not repeating. We'll get the different number in non-terminating and non-repeating. To know the identification, to know that irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are those which are non-terminating and non-repeating. Non-terminating and non-repeating means example 43.827472. These after the decimal point, these are not terminates and not repeats. The numbers doesn't repeat. Once again, this is called non-terminating and non-repeating irrational numbers. To identify irrational numbers, we have the identification trick. First of all, first point is that it terminates after a definite decimal expansion. After the decimal, example 25 by 4, we'll get the points as 6.25. Terminates after a definite decimal expansion, 2.6.25. This is decimal expansion. Then next identification trick is that non-terminating but repeating. Non-terminates but goes on repeating. Example 10 by 3. We'll get 3.333. We can write this as 3.3 bar. It goes on repeated. The number goes on repeated after the decimal point. This is called non-terminating and non-repeating. This is non-terminating but repeating. Here, in an irrational number, non-terminating and non-repeating, we'll get the examples, and also we'll have the examples of pi, root 3, root 5, root 7, etc. The root expansions also comes under irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Coming to real numbers, what are real numbers will go with it. Rational numbers and irrational numbers both belongs to real numbers. Rational numbers plus irrational numbers gives real numbers. What are rational numbers? Will in that rational and irrational numbers will go with natural numbers, whole numbers, even numbers, odd numbers, integers and prime numbers. These are all rational numbers. In that rational and irrational both combined together we call it as real numbers. Now coming to Euclid's division algorithm. Here the main topic of real numbers in this topic will go with Euclid's division algorithm. What is an algorithm? Algorithm is a series of well-defined steps which gives a procedure for solving a type of a problem. It is a series of well-defined steps which gives a procedure for solving a type of problem. Algorithm is also can be written as, can be tell us steps to divide. These are the procedure of steps to divide is called an algorithm. Divide. Division is nothing but it's to divide. Euclid. Who is an Euclid? Euclid is the father of a geometry. He is a father of geometry. He is a Greek scientist. He is a father of geometry. By his name, it has given Euclid's division algorithm. Next, we'll deal with an example. 2 divided by 3. What is it is called as a 2 is a divisor. Here 2 is a divisor. 7 is a dividend. 2 3s are 6. Minus, then we'll get remainder. This is a remainder. Here 3 is a question. To know the Euclid's division algorithm, we'll first take an example like 2 divided by 7 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6 and we'll get the 1 remainder. Here remainder should be less than b, 0 less than or equal to 0 less than or equal to r. R lies between 0 and b. B is nothing but except here b is nothing but it's a divisor. B is nothing but it's a divisor. It should be our remainder should be less than 0 and b. Euclid's division algorithm is also called as a long division method of HCF. Let's first take an example. Example of 8, 12. We have to find the 8, 12 long division method of HCF. We'll deal with 8, 12. 8 ones are 8. If we subtract 12 minus 8, 4. We have to take the number which is a divisor. We'll write here. Because divided 4 2s are 8. Therefore, the highest common factor HCF of 8, 12 is 4. Here 4 is a HCF of 8, 12. And the next topic we'll begin dealing with lemma. What is a lemma? Lemma is nothing but it's a proven statement used for proving another statement. It is a proven statement. One statement is proven and it is used for proving another statement. This is called as a lemma. In an example problems we will deal with exercise problems. We will deal with the lemma. Division algorithm. We'll go with a division algorithm. In this division algorithm, we're going to prove a statement. We'll take this 2 divided by this some number. We'll get the remainder. we know that we don't know the dividend. The dividend is not given. We have to prove that what is the dividend, and which gives a remainder 1. Then we can write it 2 3s are 6. Then if to get my 1, we have to get, we'll write 7. 2 3s are 6. This gives a remainder. This is an any number. We'll write it as any number is equal to this t into q plus r. Any number is equals to, any number is equal to, this is a divisor into quotient plus remainder. Any number can be, we take any number as a. A is equals to b. Divisor can be written as b into q. Q is a quotient plus r remainder. This is a form where r lies between 0 and divisor. R lies between, R should be less than b, that is divisor. R lies between 0 and b. A is equals to b plus bq plus r. This is a standard form of division algorithm. This is a standard form of division algorithm. A is equals to bq plus r. Here we can write it in an example. Any number that is, the number can be written as 7 is equals to 2 into 3 plus 1. Here 2 is an b and 3 is a quotient plus remainder is r. A. This is a standard form of division algorithm. Next, coming to exercise number 1.1 in 10th class maths. Use Euclid's algorithm to find the first question. Use Euclid's algorithm to find HCF of 900 and 270. Well, here we have given 196 and 38,220. First we'll do with 900 and 270. 270, 900. 270 ones are 270. 2s will get around 500. 270 into 300. 273s are 810. We'll get 810 near to 900. 273s are 810. 0. Then comes 10. We'll get 8. 10 minus 9. Then 90. We have to take this divisor here, 270. 93s are 270. This comes 0. Hence, HCF of 900 and 270 is 90. Here comes your solution. HCF of 900 and 270 is 90. Coming to next question. 196 divided by 38,220 divided by 196. 196. We'll take with the 3 numbers. 196 ones are 196. Then subtracting, then we'll get 6. Then comes here 7. This comes to 78. 186. We'll take 2. 1862. 1896. 1896. We have to see the near value of 1862. 1862 9s are, if we take 196 9s are, 9 6 are 54, 5 9 9s are 81, 81 plus 5 86, 1764. We'll take 1764 9s are. Then we'll give 8. It will be 5 and this will be 7. 7, 15, 15 minus 6 is 7, 8, 8, 9. So 9, here comes 0. 196 5s are. If we will take 196 5s are 196. Here comes 0. 6 5s are 30. 9 5s are 45, 46, 47, 48. 1 5s are 5, 9. 9 8. Sorry, 9. 9 8 0. Here comes 0. Therefore, the HCF of 196 and 38,227, HCF is 196 and 38,220 is, here comes a divisor. What will be the divisor? This 196 will be the divisor. This divisor is a HCF of 196 and 38,220. Because why? Because we'll have the least first least value. Continuation. Therefore, 196 HCF of 196 and 38,220 is 196. This is the divisor, and this will be the HCF of 196. So with the remainder of 0, so it will be the 196 of 196 as HCF. And coming to the third problem, 1651 and 2032. We have to find 1651 and 2032 HCF. So let's we'll 1651. The third problem is 1651. You have to find out the HCF of 1651 in 2032. Let's do it for yourself. If you have any queries or any queries, then we will continue in this next session, next video. I'll just do comment to my channel. We'll see it in the next session. Next, third problem, to find the HCF of third one, to find the HCF of 1651 and 2032. If let us do yourself. If you have any queries, comment on my comment. Next one, third one, this is also to find out the HCF of 1651 and 2032. Let us do for yourself. If you have any queries on this question, do subscribe to my channel and comment on my channel if you have any queries about this question. Second problem, coming to exercise 1.1, second problem, building. First question. Second question, use division algorithm to show that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5, where q is some integer. We have to show that 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5 is some integer. As in, we have to show that any positive odd integer, we have to show that it is a positive integer. Integer means positive means odd 1, 3, 5, 7. We are given that 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. These are all the positive odd integers. You have to show that. Then coming to the solution. Let's start with some example of small one. We'll take small example 2. Any number is not given. Any number divided by, its divided is not given. Any number gives a remainder 1. Then if any number given remainder, we have to say that 2 minus 6. Stop. we have to let us take small example. 2 number is not given. Number we have 6 minus 6 divided remainder gives the remainder 1. If we have to see that if the remainder is given 1, we have to how which number will be added. If 1, you have to get the remainder 1. 2 3s are, we have to say that 2 3s are 6. If 2 3s are 6, remainder 1, then we have to we'll know that if 7 will be coming as a dividend, then remainder will be the 1. This is a dividend, right? Then if in a standard form, first we have to know that n is equals to, any number n is equals to dividend divisor into quotient plus remainder. If we can write in a standard form of this one, any number divisor, any number is equals is taken as A, this divisor will be taken as B, quotient remains as it is, quotient Q plus remainder R. This is in standard form of division algorithm, which R lies in between 0 and divisor. B is the divisor. Here B is a divisor. This R lies between 0 and B. 0 is less than or equal to R. R is less than B. Where R lies in between 0 and B. B is a divisor. Let us come to the problem. Standard form. Here A is equal to BQ plus R, where 0 lies in between, where R lies in between 0 and B. This is the standard form of division algorithm. Then coming to the solution, 6Q. N is equal to, any number is equals to 6Q plus 1. We can write it as A is equals to 6Q plus 1. This. Where here R lies in between, B is what? Here 6. In between 6. Then we can say that the remainder lies in between 6Q plus below 0, 1, 2. We'll take it as remainder as 5. We'll take the remainder is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It should be less than 6. Then it should be less than 6 means we have to take 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 6Q. Here becomes, if we have to replace it, 6Q plus 1, 6Q plus 2, 6Q plus 3 and 6Q plus 4. Here 6Q plus 5. This. If we check, here it is given as positive odd integer is of the form 6Q plus 1 or 6Q plus 3 or 6Q plus 5. We have to first take the even numbers. First we have to see that 6Q plus 1. 6Q can be written as 2 into 3Q plus 1. Here 0, R lies in between 0 to 6. Then we have to take R is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 till 4. Till 5 below 6. So the number, any number is equal to 6Q plus 0, 6Q plus 1, 6Q plus 2, 6Q plus 3 and 6Q plus 4. Last coming 6Q plus 5. we have to take this as, we can write a 6q plus 0 as 2 into 3q. Any number multiple of 2 is an even number. Any number, this 3q is an any number, this is a multiple of 2, any number multiple of 2 is an even number. Then coming to, if we'll take 6q plus 2, this can be written as 2 into 3q plus 2. Any number multiple of 2, adding the 2, it also gives an even number. Any number of multiple of 2 and adding the 2 also, 6q, coming to second one, 6q plus 2, 6q plus 2, it can also be written as 2 into 3q plus 1 plus 1, plus, can be written as 2 into 6q plus 3q plus 1, 6q plus 2, this will be 6q plus 2, 6q plus 2 can be written as 2 into 3q plus 1. This is also a multiple of 2. This will be an even number there also. Next, coming to 6q plus 4, 2 into 3q plus 2. This number is also a multiple of 3q plus 2 can be any number which is a multiple of 2. This is also an even number. Therefore, these are the even numbers which are taken. If these 6q plus 1 and 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5, or therefore since these are odd numbers, we can, if we have any doubt, we can substitute any value. 6 into, for example, 6q plus 1 can be written as, if q is quotient is taken as 6 into 1 plus 1. Q can be, if q is equal to 1, then 6 into 1 plus 1. This will be 7. 7 is an odd number. So if we have any doubt, we can substitute q value, any number in a q value, and we'll get the odd integer. So therefore 6q plus 1 and 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5. Therefore 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5, or positive odd integers. Where q is some integers, it can be any integer. Where q can be any integer, we can substitute in the q value and we can find out whether it is an odd or even. If by substituting q is equals to 1, we get the 7. It's an odd number. Therefore 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5 is an odd integer, positive odd integer, hence proved. Hence proved. Coming to the next problem, third problem. Coming to next exercise 1.1, third problem. Here question is good. Use division algorithm to show that the square of any positive integer is of the form 3p or 3p plus 1. Here it's given as square of any positive integer. Square of any positive integer is of the form 3p or 3p plus 1. First, we have to, we know that it's a division algorithm. Standard form of division algorithm is any number is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Here 0 lies in between, remainder lies in between 0 and b. This will be the divisor. Coming to any number is equal to divisor 3q plus r. R is nothing but it's a remainder. Remainder lies in between 0, 1 and 2. Remainder 3p or 3p plus 1. We have taken that 3 as a divisor. remainder lies in between 0, 1 and 2. First we'll deal with 0. Any number, this is equals to 3q plus 0. 3q plus 0, this 3q. Sorry. Any number is equals to 3q plus r. R lies in between 0, 1 and 2. Here what is given? We have to show the square of any positive integer is of the form 3p or 3p plus 1. We have to show that it is in square of any positive integer. We'll take any number 3q plus r can be taken as 0 square. 0 square is nothing but it's a 0. Then we'll take 3q square. 3q square is nothing but 9 square. N is equals to 3q plus 0 square, that is 3q square. 3q square is 3q square is 9 square. 9 square can be written as 3 into 3q. This can be written as 3 into 3q, where we can write where q is any integer. It's an integer, so we can take this whole as 3 into p. P is some integer. P is some integer. 3 into p. This 3q can be taken as p. Then coming to for the remainder, 3q plus 1. 3q plus 1. We have to do the square of any positive integer. We have to square this number. 3q plus 1 square. 3q plus 1 square is a plus b whole square. We can write it as in that form. 9q square plus 2 into 3. 6 into 1. That is 6q plus 1 square is 1. This we can take this as, here we can take 3 as common. 3q square plus 2q plus 2q plus 1. Here 9q square plus 6q plus 1 can be written, here 3 taken as common. 3q square plus 2q plus outside the bracket plus 1. Next one, this 3q square plus 2q can be this whole number taken as p. Here 3p plus 1. This can be written as 3p plus 1. Next, coming to 3q square plus 2 whole square. 9 square plus, this also can be written as a plus b whole square formula. 9 square plus 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. 12q plus 2 square is 4. Here taking 3 is in common, and this also 3q plus 4q plus 9 square. 9 square plus 12q plus, this can be written as 1 outside the bracket plus 1. This can be written as 9q square plus 12q plus 4 can be written as 3 common, 3q plus 4q plus 3. 3 1s are 3 plus 1 is 4. This whole again can be taken as p. 3p plus 1. Hence we can tell that square of any positive integer is of the form. We have to show that this square of any positive integer is of the form 3p or 3p plus 1. Here we have shown that square of this number is 3p and square of 3q plus 1. Remainder lies in between 0, 1, 2. This square of any number, square of this 3q, any positive integer, 3p or 3p plus 1. Hence, square of any square of any positive integer is of the form 3p or 3p plus 1, hence prove this by the statement. Next problem, fourth one. Use division algorithm to show that the cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. This is same as the previous problem. In the previous problem, this is they are given that it's a square of any positive integer. Here they are given that cube of any positive integer. We have taken as 3q plus 3q square. Here we have to take 9m whole cube. 9m whole cube and 9m plus 1. It lies between the cube of any positive integer. Remainder lies in between 0 to 8. Lies it between 0 to 8 means we have to take 7 numbers. Do try this problem before. It is same as the previous problem. Please do as the previous problem. Do it for yourself. If you have any queries on this question, do come subscribe to my channel and comment on my channel for any queries. I'll do it in the next session. So if you like my video, subscribe to my channel and do comment to my channel and also like the video. Thank you.